everyone, welcome back to the Fantasy Forecast Show. I'm your host, the coach, Philip Kraft. We're here today to preview the New Hampshire race this weekend, and we've got some good stuff. We've got some value plays that we can look at, and I've done all the math so you don't have to. Guys, this is premium content that I'm offering to you for free. As you guys can see, I've got the cheat sheet up right here. This cheat sheet is available on our Twitter account and it is available on Facebook. So follow us on Twitter at DFS Fantasy, the number 4 cast, and you can get this cheat sheet for free. This is good stuff, guys. This is number 1 in the industry. Take advantage of it. I'm doing all the work, so you don't have to. Good luck. Happy winning. So let's go through our list, shall we? So in the blue means good. Green means good. Well, let me back up. Blue means best. Green means good. Yellow means use a little caution. Red means we're not playing them. Now, if you look over here on the side, the drivers are highlighted in the blue, green, yellows, and reds. Reds are going to be down here at the bottom mostly. Now, over here, you'll see some reds. That doesn't necessarily mean the driver's going to be a bad play. All right, they might have had a bad race. So if you look over here at Kevin Harvick, in the last 2 races here, he's finished first both times. That's good, guys. But in the race in 2017, he finished 36th. All right, that's just an anomaly. We're not going to worry about that too much. Then we come over here. He has an average finish of 12.81. His start finish difference is in the negative 5.81. That's not too bad. It's still in the good range. And he has 4 wins here. Then we go over here. We got a top 5% at 33%. All right. So that's good. He's in the blue there. And top 10%, 56. That's good. Now we're going to scroll right over. Top 20, he's got 75%. Average led laps here. So he averages leading 21.08 laps out of 36 races. Total led laps, 759. Then we go over here to DNF. All right, that means did not finish. He has 1 DNF out of 36 races. That means he has a DNF percentage of 3%. That's good. Now, rating. This is my own little rating. I have a formula that I calculate the start finish, his average finish, and points that he would get from average led laps. That's where I come up with this rating right here. So he's got a 30.25. Now I rate this heavy when I do my formula at the end and come up with my score sheet. So we got the fantasy forecast scorecard here. We got Kevin Harvick coming in at a 19 in the blue. Blue guys right here means they are in the top 5. So all my top 5 drivers are highlighted in blue. Then we come over here to Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney he's high priced. He's 11-1. He's starting 12th. He's got a finish of 4th, 7th, and 9th in the last 3 races. Average finish of a 12.14. Good play. Little expensive. I know Harvick's expensive too, but I'd rather go up and pay for Harvick than I would Ryan Blaney today. Now, Martin Truex, 10,700, starting 11th. The Gibbs cars are really strong here at New Hampshire. Love the Gibbs cars. So Truex, loving him. He's in the top 5. Denny Hamlin, he may be my number 1 play in my heart out of this whole bunch right here. And let's scroll over. We'll look at Truex, Denny Hamlin, and Blaney in our ratings and the scorecard. So Blaney had a rating of 32, scorecard of 15. Okay. And then we've got Truex here, rating of a 38, scorecard 21. Denny Hamlin, 32.25, scorecard of 22. Now right here, we're going to have Christopher Bell. His rating's an R for rookie. His scorecard is going to be a 0. He doesn't have any stats here. So that's why I said a 0. However, where he's starting today, he's starting in the 35th position. He's high priced, 10-1. It's a risk, but he's been running well. He's in Joe Gibbs equipment. He should be moving up the field and should be getting you guys plenty of points. I feel pretty safe playing Christopher Bell. Going down to Joey Logano. He's in the green at 9-8, starting in ninth position. He has an average finish of 15.19, start finish difference of negative 6.19. So that's starting to get in that caution right there. And I know Denny Hamlin right up here, if you look, he was negative 8 too. But look, he's starting second. Dude led 113 laps last race here. He could be your dominator. Then we move on to Brad Keselowski at 9-5, starting fourth. Got the last three races, finished 10th, 32nd, and fourth. Okay. All right. It doesn't wow me. Kyle Busch. What do we do here? He's actually my top rated guy on the board. He's at a value play for Kyle Busch, 9-3. And there's a reason for that. He has not had the races that Kyle Busch usually has. That doesn't mean he hasn't been doing well. He's been doing very well. He just hasn't had Kyle Busch finishes. But at 9-3, he could pay off his price. I see at least a top 10 finish, if not finishing first place for the first time this season. Last race here, he finished in eighth position, but he led the most laps at 118 laps. All right, so that's going to be a bunch of points right there if he can do that again. Then 2018, he finished second, led 36 laps. 2017, finished first, led 187 laps. Guys, dude knows how to get around New Hampshire. I have no problem pulling a trigger on Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott coming in at 9-1, starting third. I don't know what to do here, guys. Honestly, I'm not going to have a lot of Chase Elliott. That could burn me, but he's not on my radar. He's just starting too high, and he hasn't had the finishes lately. And here, he's got an average finish of 17.17. That means he's got a negative 14 start finish difference. I don't like that. That's not good. So I'm not going to be playing a whole lot of Chase Elliott. Now, he is in the green. He's still a good play. If you want to play him, by all means, go for it. If you got a hunch that Chase Elliott's going to be doing very well, go for it. Do it. Now, let's go to Eric Jones at 8-9, starting 17th. He's got some good finishes here. Last race here, he finished in third, led 4 laps. Okay. Third place, that was good. Then 2018, he finished 16th. And then in 2017, he finished in 6th. Has an average finish of 16th. That gives him in the +1 for start finish difference. Joe Gibbs equipment, guys. I'm loving it at New Hampshire. Play some Eric Jones. All right, 8-9. He's not that cheap, but he's not that expensive either. He's got room to move up. Go for it. Play some Eric Jones. Jimmy Johnson. Oh, poor Jimmy Johnson. He has had the worst luck here recently. He's coming in at 8-7. That's not bad. Starting 20th. Because of his bad finishes here recently, because of his bad luck, getting in some wrecks that were not his fault, he's back here at 20th. Now, his last race here, he finished 30th. Nah, not good. Then 2018, he finished 10th. 2017, finished 14th. He has an average finish of 11.15. His start finish difference is 9. Fire up some Jimmy Johnson. The bad luck's got to end at some point. Might as well be this week. Let's fire him up. Eric Amarola. Man, this guy's living right. He got another pole. Guys, if you don't already know, the poles are picked by drawing out of a hat. This guy keeps pulling pole positions out of there. He's got a good car. He's got good equipment. I just don't see him staying in that first spot. He may get you a top 10. He may not. This is not one of his better racetracks. However, he's done okay. Let's see. He's got last three: 11th, 3rd, 22nd, but average finish of 19.65. And then start finish difference is negative 18.65. So if you see here, he has finished better in the Stuart Haas equipment than what he did at Richard Petty Motorsports. So I don't hate it, but I don't like it. If he was starting in 10th position, I'd say fire him up. But right there in that first position, that just scares me right there. Not so sure about that. Then Matty D coming in at 8-3. He's in the yellow. Going to use some caution here. He's been running well, though. Other than a wreck here or there, his car has been fast. Wood Brothers cars, they have been really fast here recently, starting 19th. Last race here, 5th place. And that was in equipment that was, well, it was Joe Gibbs equipment, but he wasn't racing for Joe Gibbs. It was the same equipment that Christopher Bell's in now. Then he's got a 28th place finish and then a 31st place finish. He has an average finish of 27.25, start finish difference of -8. He's okay. Probably one of the better caution guys. He and who we're about to get to next. If you want to play him, I'm not going to talk you off of him, but I'm going to be looking elsewhere. Now we get to Alex Bowman at 8-1. He's starting 8th. That's not allowing a whole lot of spots for him to move up. There's a lot of good cars ahead of him that I believe are going to stay ahead of him. There's some better cars that are behind him that are probably going to move up. If you want to play him in cash, he may be okay, but I'm not a big fan. Now, his better races, his last two, have been at Hendrick. Okay, well, I think some of his other races that he had before here might have been at Hendrick too, but he was a backup driver. So he had some not so good races, giving him an average finish of 26, start finish difference of -18. Um, yeah, I would much rather play William Byron, which is right down here at 7-9. He's rolling off at 16th. Last three races, 12th, 14th, and we don't have a third race because his rookie year was 2018. Has an average finish of 13th. That's a +3. Not too bad. We get to Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is cheap this week, guys. 7,700, starting 10th. He'll probably finish right around there. He may even move up some spots, maybe move down a couple of spots, but that's not too bad for the price. I'll take that. Got a finish here last year, 18th. Then he's got an 8th place finish, leading 94 laps. And then we got this anomaly here with a 37th place finish. He has an average finish of 16.06, start finish difference of -6. So that does hurt him a little bit. But if you look over here also, he's got 3 wins here. He knows how to get around New Hampshire, and he's cheap. So you can fire up some Kurt Busch. Matt Kenseth, I got him as one of my best plays on the board. He's the cheapest guy that's in the blue at 7,600. He's starting 21st. Man, if there were practice, Matt Kenseth would be the number one guy on the board without a doubt. He's got a great history here. His last time he raced here was in 2018, where he started 31st and he finished 15th. Then in 2017, he finished 3rd, started 10th. He has an average finish at New Hampshire at 11.65. So that's a start finish difference of +9. He also has 3 wins. Man, I do like some Matt Kenseth. I am going to be firing him up. It does scare me that he is with a new team. He didn't even race last year, but fire him up, guys. Fire him up. Then we get to Tyler Reddick. another rookie, 7,500. He's just starting too far up for me. 13th place, he's probably going to get passed by several guys. Maybe gets a top 20 finish. He's not going to win you any tournaments. He's use caution. He's not a total fade, but use caution if you're using him. Then we get Austin Dillon at 7,400, starting 23rd. That's a little better play right here because he has room to move up and get you those points, differential points there. Now, last race here, he finished 32nd. Not that great. He's got 21st. Not that great. He's got a 19th. Not that great. But average finish 17.1, and that's a start finish difference of almost 6 positions. So that'd be 6 points moving up. So if he moved up 6 positions, he would finish, 17th spot. All right. So it's not going to kill you. Not going to maybe not win a tournament, but he's cheap enough that he's a safe play. Clint Boyer, 7,200, starting in the 6th spot. Whew, what do you do with Clint here? Last year, finished 20th. Year before that, 35th. Bleh. Then we got a 7th place finish right here in 2017. Average finish 16.77. Start finish difference of negative 11 positions. But Boyer's got 2 wins here. Hey, he can get around this place. He's in good equipment. Boyer's due. He's starting in a good spot. I don't hate the play. I don't love it. I wish he was starting maybe 12th. I'd be firing him up. But 6, I like to target the guys that I know are going to be moving up and getting me some points, or that I absolutely feel confident that they're going to stay in the top 10. All right, moving on. John Hunter Nemechek at 7,000. He's in the yellow. He's a rookie. He's starting 36. There's a lot of risk here. He's been running well. At 36th position, I look for him to get at least a top 25. So if he gets a top 25, that's moving up at least 11 positions. So that's 11 points right there off of point differential. I don't hate that play at all, and he's cheap enough that he can get you some points. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., for those that watched the show last week, I highly recommended Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Finished last place. Not his fault. He actually had a fire in the cockpit, electrical fire that put him out of the race. Before that, he was running really well. Guys, if anybody can get around this track and move up from the 31st position, it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. The guy is a rocket ship. He's either going to wreck or he's going to give you a good finish. I'm going to go with a good finish again. I'm high on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's only at 6,800, starting 31st. Now let's look at his last 3 finishes. We've got a finish of 36th. Nah, not good. Got a finish of 30th. Not good. Then we got a finish of 15th. Okay. We have an average finish of 22.08. Start finish difference of +9. Now, he has 0 top 5s. He's got 2 top 10s. And he's got 6 top 20s. So he does finish in the top 20 in half of his races here at New Hampshire. So I can live with that. Anyway, I think Stenhouse is going to have a good race. If he doesn't, then you guys can get on me again. Like, how dare you keep suggesting Ricky Stenhouse Jr. All right, let's move on to Cole Custer, 6,700. He's in good equipment. He's a rookie, starting 14th. Guys, there's no data for the rookies at the Cup Series. I could go back to Xfinity, but it's a totally different race there. I can't play him at 14. I got to go with like a Christopher Bell or a John Hunter Nemechek. They're starting in the 30s. I just can't start a rookie right here at the 14th position. I just can't do it. I'm not going to talk you off of him if you want to play him. He is running well. He's already got a win under his belt this season. But I'm not going to be a Cole Custer fan this week. Now, one of my favorite plays on the board, right underneath that, Ryan Newman, 6,600. Ryan Newman gets around this place really well, guys. He's starting 22nd. Last year he finished 7th. Year before that, 6th. And 13th. He's got an average finish of 13.5. He's got a place differential of +9. 3 wins. He finishes in the top 5, 21%. He finishes in the top 10, 59%. Top 20, 79%. Fire up some Ryan Newman. Play Ryan Newman. Play him. I'm going to have him in 90% of my lineups. Ryan Newman, Ryan Newman, Ryan Newman. He's cheap, and he is a great play. Play Ryan Newman. Then we go to Bubba Wallace, 6,500 starting 15th. Not in love with that play this week. I like Bubba when he's starting back in the 20s. He's got a finish last year at 22nd, and he's got a 24th. Average finish of 23rd. He's in the negative for place differential. Not really liking Bubba, but if you want to use him, he is a yellow, use caution guy. Then we get to Michael McDowell. Oh, guys, he did not grade out well here at all. One of the worst plays on the board. I would probably play James Davison over Michael McDowell. And I'm not playing James Davison. Do not play Michael McDowell. He's at 6,300. He's starting 18th. Last finish here was 17th, 26th, 23rd. But then if you look at his overall stats, average finish of 33.94. That is negative 15.94 place differential. If he's anywhere close to this average, he's going to be losing you points. If he's finishing anywhere here, 26th or 23rd, 17th would be okay, but it looks like the guy's going to be losing you points. Do not play Michael McDowell. Then we get to Corey LaJoie, 6,200, starting 33rd. He's in yellow. He may have something to prove. He is one of the guys that's being hurt by not having practice. A lot of these lower tier teams, without practice, they're doomed. They just don't have the money to keep up with some of the big boys. It's just a fact. But he's auditioning. He wants a big ride. He wants to be driving for Hendrick next year. And there is a rumor out that he may be replacing Ryan Preece at JTG Racing, which is Hendrick Cars. It's not owned by Hendrick, but they get their cars from Hendrick, so they have an affiliation with him. So Corey LaJoie could have a decent race. Starting at 33rd, he's got room to move up. I don't see a top 20 here, but a top 25, okay. Could move up 10 spots for you. Get you some points. It's not going to kill your lineup if that happens. Then we move to Chris Buescher, 6,100. Guys, they keep Chris Buescher cheap. He has not had some great races here recently. Starting 24th, he's got good equipment. He's in Jack Roush equipment. He could move up for you. Last year, he finished 15th, and we got a 20th, 21st, average finish of 23.33. Almost a full differential spot right there at 0.67. You could do a lot worse than Chris Buescher. He's a safe play. And then we get to Daniel Suarez. Oh, my God. 5,900, starting 37th. Okay. Daniel Suarez will move up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my prediction. Daniel Suarez will finish in 30th place. not going to win you a tournament. He's in the green because all these finishes he had in either Joe Gibbs equipment or Stuart Haas equipment. This is a brand new year for him and equipment that is right here with these guys down here. If you want to use him, if you want to take a chance, you can take a chance. I'm not playing Daniel Suarez. Ty Dillon, last guy in the green, 5,700, starting 25th. Last year finished 16th. We got a 23rd, a 22nd. Has an average finish of 19.25. That's +6 in place differential. Okay play. May get you a top 20. More likely he's going to finish right around where he is starting. Not going to kill you. Not going to really hurt you. 50-50s, sure. GPPs, use caution there. Ryan Preece, 5,600. You talking about unlucky. This dude has wrecked out the last 4 races. And he's been running pretty well when he has wrecked. And the wrecks have not been his fault. He's just been caught up in bad luck. I don't mind firing him up, especially at 5,600. The luck has got to turn around at some point. He's down here priced with all these guys right here. And these guys are, no, I'm not going to play. I'm not even going to touch him. He's got much better equipment. This equipment is Hendrick equipment that he's in. I don't mind that play. Ryan Preece, you can fire him up if you want to. Then we get to the no plays. Timmy Hill, J.J. Yelly, Brennan Poole, Joey Gase, Garrett Smithley, Quinn Hoff, James Davison. Don't play these guys. If I have these guys highlighted in red, do not play these guys. These guys are not worth playing. They're not going to win you a GPP. They're not going to win you a 50-50. They're going to finish where they're starting, or they're going to finish in a worse position and lose you points, or they're going to wreck out. Most of these guys have been finishing several laps behind everybody else. They just don't have the equipment. Without practice, they can't get their equipment right. A lot of these guys are using equipment that was bought from other teams that is old equipment. Some of it's 2019 equipment. Some of it's 2018 equipment, where all the top teams, they've got 2020 equipment. Don't use these red guys. All right? It just don't. So, that's going to be it for the Fantasy Forecast Show today. Thank you for tuning in. Please help me out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will have another show next week. Follow us on Twitter at DFS Fantasy, the number 4, Cast. This cheat sheet is there on Twitter. You can download the cheat sheet for free. You can take a look at it. You can screenshot it here, or you can download it on Twitter. And like I said, guys, this is top notch. This is premium content that you are getting for free. I will put my information up against anybody else in the industry that's doing NASCAR. So thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm the coach, Philip Kraft. Good luck. Happy winnings.